Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am Dee Dee Love. Drop down there and hit like, subscribe, and share. What it do to all my old and to all my new loved ones? Listen, today's version of Why You Mad, I'm going to tell y'all why I'm mad. I am mad because I'm not sure if you all have been following the Kwame Brown fallout with all the YouTubers, all these male YouTubers. They're all fighting for his honor. They're fighting for his love. They're fighting for his respect. And in watching this, what I've noticed is that all these men are dick riders. They all fighting over dick, y'all. It is really embarrassing. It is scandalous. Let me tell you, I see why, they get on this YouTube and they talk about black women like dogs. Okay, they drag us talking about why we single and why we're this and why we're that. But I saw the answer. This past week, it has been very clear why black women are single. Black women are single because these men are bitches. I think a lot of these fellows are, undercover bisexuals. Actually gay, because they stated clearly that they hate women. That's all they talk about. But now, see, they're on here, they're upset because some of them are mad at each other because somebody said something about Kwame. This person turned their back on Kwame. But there's a guy named Mr. Skinny who was saying that he was Kwame's cousin. Now, see, the thing that is disturbing is that there is so much bitch behavior on here. See, when I was a little girl, the first thing my mama always told me, stay off them phones, okay? Don't fuck with people, especially people you don't know, all right? People who claiming you as their cousin and they're not. Now, these are two big grown-ass men. Mr. Skinny was on here talking about he's the busty bus cousin and all of this bullshit. He will fight anybody who come for Kwame. This is a grown man. We're grown adult people here, okay? So what do you mean you'll fight? You'll beat up anybody who comes his way. Another thing that you hear a word get thrown around always talking about scared. I ain't scared of nobody. I ain't scared of this. I ain't scared of that. Niggas, y'all all need to be scared. We live in America. Hello? Hello, let that marinate and sink in. We live in America. Niggas on here talking about they ain't scared. They ain't scared. What? You should be. But see, they're not paying attention to what's really going on. Every day you seeing women murdered. The women on here are holding this shit down. They are getting these stories out of here. There are a lot of them. I post them on my community board too. But these black men are not talking about that. They're talking about who said what about Kwame, who disrespected Kwame's mama. They're not hitting the real realities of what's going on, but in the same breath, they'll talk about what needs to be said about black women. I was on a page yesterday, this guy, I think his name is Hitchbox, and he was on there and he was, I put in the chat, I said, yo, y'all support Tommy, but now y'all crying because he talking shit about Kwame, but when he was talking about black women, you didn't have no problem with it. And he was like, what he said about black women needed to be said. Really? Now y'all know the other thing they like to say is that black women are obese, but this same man who's saying that shit, he's obese and overweight, and you agreeing what he said is it applies to black women but not to yourself? Hello? I know you fucking lying. Uh-huh. So, but I see they need to get real. Black women are really single because black men are lost. These brothers are lost. They on here outright arguing over a nigga. Another dude got on here and said, yeah, Kwame, I used your name because I wanted to get views. I was really chasing clout. This is a grown man saying this shit to another grown man on here. It's a problem. These dudes got serious problems, okay? Problems of the world today. Because they bitches. Bitches. But they want to continuously talk about what the black woman needs to do, but they're not applying anything to themselves. What is it exactly that they should be doing? I'm confused here. I mean, these dudes is really talking about each other mamas. They're making up songs. They're exposing each other. These are grown men. Now, keep in mind, we're not talking about broke grown men. We talking and they're allegedly straight. And I will say this, representing the beef sector on some real shit. The gay, because a lot of men in our sector are gay. They don't behave like this. These motherfuckers don't play that shit. We don't get down like that. Okay, we real ones. These dudes over here are bitches. These are what you call real bitches. Okay, these are $1 million men, y'all. Men with money on here talking about each other's mamas, lying, digging up each other's mamas' history and making up shit. And the guy yesterday talking about, well, he needs to talk about his past. No, they don't. We don't give a fuck. You don't need to talk about your past. That's the problem. But the black community is stagnated. The children are dying. The men are killing all the women because the men on here with a voice are talking about bullshit. Bullshit. This is bullshit. Oh, you said this about Kwame. Well, I was Kwame's friend. Oh, I met Kwame at the hotel, and who gives a fuck? Real shit is happening, and these niggas is really out here on platforms with thousands of viewers. We talking about Gilbert Arenas, Kwame Brown, Tommy Sotomayor. These motherfuckers got numbers, and this is the shit y'all choose to get out here and put out there. And we understand with Tommy, but Tommy's a bitch too. They all bitches. Understand? They're all bitches. And the Kevin Samuels of the world. And you women who get on here and ask these men what they can do to be better. Why are you asking some fucking man how you can be better? What? Read a book. Self-reflect. Stop going to the club. Stop fucking niggas. Period. It's real simple. Focus on yourself, okay? Get in touch with you. Get a job. I mean, you see these women get on here and you're like, oh my God. And see, and these Negroes let them women on because they want to show that as a representation of all black women. How can all black women be the same? How? And then one man said it, that guy that I was on his page yesterday, he said it best. He said, oh, because my mom and my sisters, right, yo peoples. If yo peoples wasn't shit, that's yo peoples. That does not have anything to do with all black women. And yes, we will get in your shit. And we better because you niggas are not riding for us. Y'all riding for each other. They out here fighting over Kwame Brown dick. Notice nobody cared about Tommy talking about black women. None of these black men cared until Tommy started talking about Kwame Brown's mama. Then when he started talking about Kwame's mama, all of a sudden the shit is the issue now. Listen, black women are single because a lot of these Negroes are bitches. It is what it is. Dick riders. Y'all don't believe me? Like I said, follow them names. You got Gilbert Arenas. Who else? Gravity Takeout has been making videos. I like him, but I had to put a little comment in under his page this morning because he started his video out and he was like, yeah. He said people need to be protected. He said the elderly, the disabled, and someone else, but he didn't mention, and children, but he didn't mention women. See, he forgot. But see, they forget because they don't really like women in a sense. And he might not even be that guy because I like him. But see, when you sit around motherfuckers who are disrespectful, you become what you hate. You start listening to that shit. You slowly start sliding into that because how do you list a group of people and you not include women first? What the fuck is you talking about? It's always been women and children. So I don't want to hear that shit about you forgot. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah, they're on fuck shit. But I got to go to work. But I'll be back later. I'm going to take some notes today because it's going to get real. I'm going to do a live today, later on today. So please be ready. We going in on these motherfuckers. I'm going to be exhausted, but I'm just like sick to my stomach looking at this shit. And these are the people who they represent. Well, Kevin Samuels, fuck Kevin Samuels too. Okay? Who is he? Who made him King Dong? Please. Oh, black women. And another thing I don't appreciate too. They want to talk about, they try to drag the Me Too movement. It's another distraction because the reality is a lot of these motherfuckers sit with rapists. You sit with date rapists. You sit with Negroes who feel like they obligated to have what they want because they bought somebody dinner. You hear these dumb motherfuckers say shit out loud, okay? I heard one of them rappers, I don't want to say the wrong name, but he had like blonde dreads. He was on $1 Million Worth of Game, right? And he was saying how he don't fuck with girls. I don't fuck with bitches who got bodies on them. Meaning he don't fuck with women who slept with different men. But at the end of the day, you niggas eat with niggas who got a lot of bodies on them, who've murdered people, who have taken people away from their families over stupid ass shit. See, this is the ignorance in our community. Hello. That's that bullshit. This is the rhetoric that's running. Niggas was sitting around him clapping. And while they was clapping about, because he don't fuck with no girls who got bodies, I'm sitting here thinking, but you fuck with niggas who got bodies. Niggas got plenty of bodies. That's okay, though. That's the shit. That's what I'm talking about. They don't like women. We better wake the fuck up. You need to teach your son some respect and some fucking common sense because that is a horrible way of thinking, period. You sit with murderers. What are those bodies? Those body counts don't matter, though, right? Again, it's all about what the black woman is doing wrong. I got so much shit, y'all. I mean, I'm just like amazed at all the dumb shit that I've been hearing. The ignorance. These black men are ignorant as fuck, and it is what it is. And no, it's not all of you, just like it's not all black women who are negative. But I'm going to start speaking on these ignorant ass Negroes. Because y'all sitting up on here with platforms playing yourselves. Like I said, exposing each other, talking shit about women, co-signing this bullshit like it's really okay. It's really not. It's really not. It's sad for y'all because if you're not paying attention to what's going on, young men are killing babies. They're killing mothers. They're killing pregnant women. They're throwing a young man, the other, not an animal, threw a baby, a 2-year-old toddler off a bridge alive. This is not the case y'all heard about before. This happened on March 5th. Right. Killed the pregnant mother and threw the 2-year-old baby off a bridge. Why he couldn't leave him at a store? Why he didn't kill his fucking self? Another dude yesterday killed 2 little girls. Okay? One little girl went to visit her cousin. Uh-huh. But y'all don't talk about the men. Y'all talk about the women. The women ain't shit, but it's the women who are dying. It's the women who go into the morgue. It's the children who are suffering. The people who are being beat are women and children. Y'all don't want to acknowledge y'all shit. Y'all want to sit around and talk about child support. Stupid ass, ignorant shit. Gotta go. I'll get with y'all later. Deuces. Please leave a comment below. Thank you. I'm sorry I was a little enraged. I'm a lot enraged about this dumb shit. It's sad because it's trickling down and it's hurting our community. It's killing our children. These are the motherfuckers who are supposed to be leading by example, but they're sitting on internet and on the YouTube publicly arguing over stupid ass shit. The positivity you bring does not matter. Like they said, you can do a million fucking great things, but it's that one fucked up thing that people will remember you for forever. Okay. Have a good day. Deuces.